Hello everyone and welcome back. So in the last video we got information about the word Raija, so we're gonna go find out about that. Before we go, I'm in the frontiering station. I just saw a quest here, so let me check to see what that's about. Okay, so it's about weapon crafting. How's it going, adventurer? How's the inner imagine working for you? So you want to know about crafting? So it says if you want to do synthesizing first, you need to have a weapon. So weapon crafting is also very important. Let me see the weapon you already have. Alright, I see. So if you want to become like a good adventurer, you need to have a good weapon as well. New weapons can be gotten from crafting. It's a good feeling fighting with the weapon you made yourself. To make a weapon, you need various materials. So getting some, going back to the Dragonclaw Valley, you can get material to make weapons. Yeah, so if you go back and do the missions or like dungeons again, you can get materials used for the crafting and whatnot. Anyways, we'll deal with that later. Let's continue on with the main quest first. Just over here, so it's about what is a Raija? Right then, follow the path. Minsterhorn, that's who we're talking to. Hello, so we're looking for someone around here who knows about Raija. Raija? If it's about that, then that would be my teacher's specialty, but he's kind of out at the moment. You're adventurers, right? That's perfect. I'm Minsterhorn. I have a request for you. That teacher I was talking about, I want you to go look for him. Alright, we'll do it. Thanks a lot. We also have stuff to ask, so where's your teacher? His name is Warukin. He's one of the priests of the Raija church. And he's so as a priest, he's studying the history of the church. So that his research has gone a little bit too far. Went a little too far, and he got kind of sent off away from the main church. Yeah, so he's out in his kind of countryside now. I'm putting that aside. My teacher is the same as me and loves history. So he said he was gonna do some on-site research. He went to the ruins of a great tower, but he hasn't come back. I was gonna put out a request at the frontiering station, but it's kind of difficult for me to leave with my current research. So no, he's probably just like caught up in his research and maybe didn't come back, but if he were to be attacked by monsters, I'm worried. Don't worry about it. This super cute Festi-chan will go take a look for him. Alright, thank you, super cute Festi-chan. Alright, then let's go, my servant. Go look for him. So her teacher knows something about Raija most likely, but we need to find him first. He's kinda in the Andorra basin area. It's telling us we can go that way, but I think we can just like go up over here as well. Go take a look. Probably. Yeah, it looks like we can just kind of cut through as well. Andorra Basin. It's over here. Might need to... guess maybe head back that area first. It's a little bit of a drop. That's something though. Guess we could test to see how far we can drop down. Probably that rock is fine, right? Yeah, not too much damage. Okay. We're here, we should be fine. Okay. Got our marker here as well. In this area, we also want to kind of get some of the ore and whatnot if we can for crafting our new inner imagines. I believe the tusks of the boars are also used for weapons. If we see some boars nearby, we might want to get them too. Right, so the ruins of the Great Tower. Alright, so let's go save him. Jump out of the way. Dodge. One. And we can go save the priest. There's somebody. Oh, there's still enemies. Let's get them while we're at it. Okay, good. Oh. Damage down. Got him. And this guy left. Great, thank you. You helped me. This is also protection of the Bafaria gods. You're Walrukeen. You're a pupil, you're a student. Just saying you weren't coming back. Well, that's why you're here. Sorry to have worried you. My bad habit. I got so caught up in my research and I made it all the way back here. And once I realized I was kind of surrounded by enemies. But as you see now, I'm alive. All thanks to my belief in the Bafaria Church. Oh yeah, so we came here about that Bafaria. There's something we wanted to ask you about. Would you be able to maybe tell us a little bit about the word Raija? Oh, you want to know about Raija? You found a good thing to look into. It's a word that appears in a few of the ancient Bafaria texts. The original meaning was foreigner. And it's in the text, ancient text, they said that the foreigners had special powers. And with this special power, the foreigners... Yeah, so they... One moment. Yeah, so like there's special power, the foreigners came in and people began to follow them. But with that power, it said that they also brought some calamity with them. But I found some contradiction in that point. Seems like what was written about the Raija, their power and knowledge, is very similar to the founders of the Bafaria Church. So I believe that the founders of the church and the Raija are one and the same. And they were able to expel the other Raija by force. You keep on saying a bunch of things that just doesn't kind of all go in my head. So what you're saying is Raija means foreigners and they hold a special power. Yes, that's right. And the founders of the Bafaria Church also have a high probability of being Raija as well. That's to say that the Raija, the power that the Raija have is not of the god, but something of knowledge that exceeds what we know of. And I believe that these Raija were actually people that came from another world. Wait. Aren't you kind of jumping a little too far? And with your theory, aren't you kind of like a little too stuck on the founders of the church? Oh, I think I found out why you were sent all the way out to the Minsterhorn area now. I'm a found believer in God and the founders, But I also want to find the truth. But there's quite a few foolish priests that don't understand and stray away from what I'm trying to understand. And there's quite a number of ancient religious sites that people aren't able to enter. And one of those sites is the Kamigakari no Hashira, Ami Hashira. That's where the founders were said to have suddenly appeared. And if I could just get into there. Kamigakari no Mihashira. If I were able to study that just a little bit more, I would be able to prove that the founders were Raija. Or at least be able to find some proof that the founders were Raija. Kamigakari no Mihashira. There has to be some sort of secret in the Mihashira. And that might even shake the foundings of our religion. Okay, I understand your passion and everything. But can we just go back now? Your pupil's worried about you. Oh, that's right. We were supposed to have a debate about ancient civilization. Oh, he sure does talk a lot, doesn't he? Now, I want to go to that Kamigakari no Mihashira right away, but we should go report back to the pupil that requested us. Alright, so we want to head back and just teleport back. Alright, so let's go report back. Oh, thank you guys. As you see, my teacher made it back safely. And we had a debate right away. The more I researched at it, the ruins of the Great Tower, the more interesting it becomes, don't you think so? I told you, teacher, that tower is a cultural Bafaria cultural I believe like gravesite. That's wrong. How can we say that that's a tower in the first place? I know it looks like a great tower, but it was actually a great. It could also be believed that it was a great cannon. That's just what you believe, isn't it? There's also seems to be remains of something being shot, and at that angle. And then there's the sky above. So what I'm trying to say is that once the people were trying to shoot down the Bafaria god, don't say something like that out loud. And I have a point to return. If that was a cannon, where would the people go that made it? Making such a weapon, great weapon like that, where would that knowledge, why wouldn't that be passed down to the current generation? even if there was cultural destruction and loss of skill, that ruins is quite different from our current cultural level. Looking at it from the constructional standpoint as well, it's hard to believe that people were able to make that. As such, that is Lafaria cultural site. And the tall tower has an important symbolism and meaning. So the Kami Mikakari no Mihashira, as well as the Asteries Shrine. The important points of the Bafaria Church have a height. So what I'm saying is that height is a symbolism of the influential power. The ancient rulers were trying to reach the sky. That's why they made like the grave with that meaning as well. Even being like people. Yeah, you have quite the debate skills, bringing in a cultural background as well. Yeah, but I can't let this one go. Humans and the Bafaria gods had a history of war. I can't only look at this from a historical point, but also from, we also need to look at the hints of life for people at the time. Oh, these two, both the teacher and the pupil, they just keep talking, don't they? I just can't keep listening to them. Anyways, they look like they're fine. Yeah, so they just keep going on with their debate. So, and when we talk to Festi here, so we want to go find about more of the secrets of the Raija, and we're going to check out the Kami Mikakari no Mihashira, but and the site is in like the Bahamaru Islands, I believe. But there's a lot stronger monsters there, so we need to be stronger ourselves before we go. So what she's saying is that we need to be Venturer rank 3 first before we can go there. So to do that, we need to gather a lot of materials. And why not to do that? Okay, and here's another person we can talk to. This is an important person. He gives us a mount, actually. But we need to be level 8. We're not there yet either. So I guess the first and most important thing we can do is try to start gathering materials. One of them I remembered is some of the stuff in the Andra Basin, so let's try heading back there first. There's some stuff here as well, but I don't remember the exact location to gather. We can double check at the Imagine Research Institute. And this part, it gets a little bit grindy because you need to kind of kill the same enemies and gather the same stuff, a good number of the same things to be able to craft the inner imagines. So we need 10 of a type of ore in this area. So like all the rocky spots is some things we want to look out. And we also need goblin claws in this area. Looks like I'm being followed by something. And then I'm not exactly sure where I'm being attacked by. Maybe that boy over there. Keep attacking it. And we got that one down. Pretty strong fault level 15. Got him down. What else do we have here? Maybe help heal this person while we're at it. Another level 15, so we're quite strong. Doing quite a bit of damage to stuff. Alright, we got it. Let's keep working on killing these. So we need the goblin cause. Looks like we do more damage maybe when we hit the head, or it's the same. One of the developer live streams said something about like big points on enemies. Alright, we got him. Oh, there's another fool we can help fight. Wow, that person did a lot of damage. They brought him down right away. So, goblin food. There's meat and mushrooms inside. Yeah, it seems pretty bad cooking. They just kind of threw everything inside. As much damage as I can before it gets to me. He's gonna throw a rock at me. Dodge it. Ah, missed it. Dodge as it comes. The right click is pretty important. Kind of dodge in the direction you're holding when you do it. Jump back, jump forward. Okay, aggroed maybe a little too much, but we got a way to deal with these. Oh, I didn't pull them all in. Unfortunate. Possible I want to deal with. Okay, taking a little bit of damage here. Looks like I can't heal too much in practice session. Oh, they got me. Yeah, but they were a little bit strong for my level. We can revive. Kinda got overwhelmed there. Where do we come back at? Pretty high up, don't we? But we can work our way down. So the penalty for dying, I think, is just kind of respawn. I don't really think I lost any items or anything. I was able to heal up. Looks like I might have a debuff or something on me, but I don't know, I think. Okay, it's level 10, it's a little bit closer to my level. I'm only like 7 right now. Taking on multiple like level 15 things was a little too much for me at that point. few of them coming in. We can drag them in. Something shooting me from the side. Yeah, having them both ranged and close people makes it kind of difficult for myself. Let's take one of them out first. Okay, this should make things easier. And start healing up. Oh, you actually walked around so you could hit me. We got an ally coming in as well. Maybe back off of them for a moment. Maybe if I only can use my healing, like, potions at a certain interval or something. Oh, we got a board here as well. Just need to dodge when he comes and then we should be fine. Okay, care of him. As we kill things, our bag fills up, so you can see at the bottom of the screen that we have 17 items so far. We can have up to 30 items, and then we can't get any more, so we would need to go back to town to get them appraised. We can join in on this group here. Heal up ourselves while we're at it. Tusks are for like weapon crafting, I believe. So not really to imagine, but getting more weapons can be useful. So we can get a stronger bow, or we can get a weapon from another class to be able to class change later. So we want to get like as much materials as we can, really. I believe the tusk was for the staff. I'm not sure if the other weapons also required tusk or not. I have another character that was a spellcaster, and I was gathering materials for that weapon, the staff. I might need to double check on what each of the weapons requires for what crafting. Other people around, it becomes a lot easier to take down things, so I would imagine if when gathering materials, having a group just taking down things quickly is the quickest way to do it. Something's attacking me. Dodge him. Back. Dodging it. Dodge. Dodge. Away. Don't attack me again. Oh, took that one down alright. Oh, people attacking stuff again. Join in on them. He's looking at me now. Alright. There's another thing I heard. Yep, Thorn Rock. Oh, you kind of charged. Okay, got pretty good number. Maybe just a couple more ores. Or this boar that wants to attack us. I kind of want to like move back and shoot, but when I use the right click, I need to switch to the direction before I dodge. Already. more healing this way. Lots of healing. And one thing I noticed when I was playing Spellcaster, there wasn't any self-healing I had, which made things a little bit more difficult. I had to rely on potions, or just like going back to town normally. Been stuck in there. Oh, he's doing quite a bit of damage to me. One more hit, I'm dead. And we got him. And we're just about full on items. Let's grab whatever's here and go back. Still here to battle music? But okay, it's done. So let's head back to town. Uh-oh. See if we can get back to that. Nope. Should have maybe picked a little bit safer location. Okay, he got me, but it's fine. We're just gonna go back once we... Oh, somebody's gonna help us back up. So we can save things. Probably. There we go. So this is like a quick menu to say things. You can say like Yoroshikune or Arigato, things like that. Okay, back to the town. So at the current stage of the game, it's kind of just gathering materials before we can go back to the main quest. So we can do sub-quests, gather materials and whatnot. So we can see what we found. We can appraise items. Maybe check on what we need to craft inner imagines again, and then also check what we need for weapon crafting. Yeah, so lots of items. We got some like level 2 crystals. These are good for I think refining weapons and whatnot. Oh, okay, Jira, like agates, I believe. Need a few of these for Inner Imagine and the Goblin Claws as well. Let's just double check what we need. Oh, we still have her quests as well to make the battle Imagine. So looking at what we need here. This one we need... Okay, so Fox Claws from the Minster Hills. So there's Minsterhorn and there's Minster Hills. So we want to be in like the Minster Hills area, I believe, to get this item. And this is the same thing, Minster Hills. We can get Astrium ore. So that's, we need 2 things in that area. And for this one, the Goblin Claws, we got 8 of them, so we got quite a number. And then 3 of the ores. So they're in the area we're in just before the basin area. So we need to get more of those. So let's check on what we need for weapon crafting as well. Get a teleport near there. I believe there's a spot like around here that's a little bit closer to crafting station. I don't have it yet. Oh, wait, it's close by, it's close. We can just walk over there. So let's... Oh, I'm looking at a person instead of the machine. So, weapon crafting. So, we need some like shards of dragon bones. We have 1. We can get these from redoing the Dragonclaw Valley mission. So everything seems to be the same items. Yeah, so what we need for another weapon would be 3 of the Dragonbone shards, some Ramble Boar Tusks in the area before. We got 3 of those, and some it's like long grass or something like that. And that's also in the basin area, so we want to get plants there as well for these weapons. These also cost some money as well, but we're probably fine on money. While we're here, we could also refine our bow to do more damage. Let's try doing that. So we got our current bow. We can add some like shards. So if we add 1, it goes up to level 3, and damage increases from 42 to 51, and we get a little bit extra health. See if we add a few more of those. Let's try like, let's see, how much is that? We got 3 of these. Goes up to 60 damage, which is not bad. Probably just keep going until we can make a new weapon. Looks like it kind of falls off. It doesn't really change much since the 3 we had. It's still 60, so maybe just stop here. Maybe go back 1 and see if there's any difference. 55, so yeah, just go with 3 of them. And we can refine it. So, increase the damage 42 to 60. Not bad. Alright, so yeah, just continuing on, just mostly gathering materials. We could try maybe do the dragon mission again. We can look for a party. Since it's closed beta, I'm not sure if their party search is the best currently. Sometimes it doesn't seem to find people and you kind of need to restart it, but we're gonna hold off and see if we can find a group. And also like going back in the mission with the full party, I'm not sure if it scales very well because it kind of bulldozes through everything, but we can see. Oh, it looks like it failed. So let's try this again. Yeah, so I don't think we need to keep the menu open while we're searching, so we can kind of wander around while we're searching. Look at the town some. Currently their mission search seems a little bit finicky, but we can look around. Plenty to see. Hey, do you know? Talking about maybe like the priestess of Bofaria Church? Oh, accept our thing. Okay, so we found the group. Let me go in. Yes, so here's the party. And let's tell everyone. Hello, and then let's go. I think it's just rushing forward. That's how everyone does these now. Probably the best way to do it, I guess. Taking a little bit of damage, but Seems like everyone knows the optimal way to do these now. And I'm in the rear, so I take all the damage. Move in. Looks like everyone's just clearing the enemies that need to be defeated to move on. Because they have some walled off areas before you can defeat things. And this person seems to be flying. Interesting. Let's keep moving. Oh, I leveled up. That's good. I can go get my mount later then. Get a mount group up so they just die instantly. Yeah. That worked. And I'm sure this is gonna die very quickly. That's the spellcaster ultimate. That's another class ultimate, I believe. That's probably my own. Yeah. Okay, it's fixed. Wow, somebody already has the bunny ears. They must have been doing a lot of the story and whatnot. That was very quick. We get, yeah, so we get one of the dragon shards, dragon bone shards. And that allows us to craft more of the weapons later. We need to do that one more time to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the current video here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.